Hello, old school RuneScape players. It is your friend Ojama Garrett's here with another little discussion video about maybe a potential alt that you might be interested in. So, what I want to just talk about today is a little unknown world called 345. 345 Deadmanmode. Deadmanmode is a PK PvP game mode where you can essentially kill each other anywhere at any combat level. And the added caveat that is, if you hit somebody, you get their bank key for the top, I think it's 10 most expensive slots in their bank. So it's very high risk, high reward. Now, there's a lot of little things going on in Deadmanmode, but what I want to dive into why you might want to make an alt for it. And that is because they have specialized mechanics where you can get accounts online faster. There's like newbie gains. There's like a base rate of 5x XP on skills. So like getting to magic logs would take you a quarter of the, or is it, yeah, 20% of the time it would take you to get to magic logs in a normal account, for instance. That's what I like to do here. So this is like kind of my example when I'm just kind of chilling AFKing. I just kind of hang out around here and just do my thing and then just cut logs. All these guys are cutting logs in the Gnome Stronghold because you can PvP anybody almost anywhere, but there is safe zones, and that's like Varrock, Gnome Stronghold, Felidor, Lumberridge, etc. So like for my little alt farm here, my little my little experiment project thing I had going on here is that I would go to the Gnome Stronghold and then get my farming up so that I can just chop trees at will, pretty close to a bank. It comes out to about like 60 to 80K an hour, roughly. And then it all depends on the market here a little bit too, because let's just try to buy some magic logs. There's a lot of volatility on some items, but there seems to be a decent margin. It seems to be pretty common, like that people are buying and selling magic logs, because though the player base is small, alching is very popular to get your magic up to PK with. This is a very PK driven economy. So like not all alts should be utilized or can be utilized. You can technically make any alt. Like for instance here, if we go to my main, I got my Slayer up to 77, so I can do brutal black dragons with like rag gear, and it comes out to like 250k to 350k an hour. And you see a lot of different stats here and stuff because I like playing Deadmanmode, but it's one of my goals is to become a skiller or max cape, get my first max cape and an achievement on Deadmanmode or whatever, all the stuff unlocked. But I'm a little tired. So like the reason why you shouldn't just make any alt though is because PvP is very popular in this game mode, and there's 75 people playing right now, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're locked in one world and these it's like 90% PKers, they do check everywhere, and they got scouts and they got teams, and there's big clans in this server, and it's actually kind of exciting to play. I recommend that you guys play. But like I said, you can make alternates. Like for instance, I have this guy up to 77, and then I think I had one more alt that I had up to 77, but I just haven't had it bonded up. But yeah. So yeah. Well, oh yeah. Let's go over cash. Okay. So how do you get paid for this? It's not transferable gold. Well, you have to find somebody to swap. Um, and it may not be what you are looking for because the swap rates right now are pretty dead because of the last tournament. A lot of money was injected into the economy, so now the gold rates may come back eventually. I used to swap for 2 to 3.5 GP or 1 to 3.5. Like one dead man for 2 to 3.5 old school RuneScape. So when I was woodcutting here, I was making like 160 to 240k an hour per account. So I was rolling in it like very AFK. This is like when I would be watching TV, or if I was busy doing something, I could still just kind of AFK and then just kind of grind it out. As you can see here, 15 million there, which is still only worth 3 million, but still 18 million there, 15 million here. But my main 57 million, he's almost level 99 normally. I've been doing it for a little bit. Though, now let me just show you the prices, and you're not going to be really impressed with me. Slide that over. as you can see, we have gold swap swelling in this Deadmanmode chat that I'm in, Deadmanmode over here. And they're selling gold for 0.6. So that is 1 GP for 0.6. Or people who are buying for about the same price, but as you can see, it's going up a little bit. And there is a chance it could always I just kind of do it just when I'm still AFK and I still don't really know what else to do. I will just hop on and then get to work. Even if it's not the best money, like eventually it could come up. And if you get a swap price over 1 GP per hour, that's all it takes. You know what I mean? Or not 1 per hour, sorry. 1 GP, like 1.5 per 1 GP or something like that. But also then I would like to look at some stuff here. If we look at my sale history, you can see things that would be considered worthless in 07 would be considered a lot of money in Deadmanmode. And that, like, for instance, maple logs, I've sold over 281,000 for 54 GP each, when I'm pretty sure in old school RuneScape they are about 10 or 11. So then I'm beating that swap rate. That bad swap rate. We got steel bars, cannonballs. This was an old strategy. I was going to make cannonballs for because they were selling for 300 and it was swapping for 2, so it was like 600 a cannonball. So it was like significantly more money than 07. But flax sold 54k for 95 each. Brews, for some reason, now they're cheap, but they used to be like 20k each, and I used to just go to Giant Mole and just like rake in cash, just getting nests and stuff. I remember buying a huge influx of steel bars because I was going to do cannonballs and make a crap ton of money. As you can see here, 30,000 or whatever. Potions, sharks. Sharks are pretty cheap because mechanics in Deadmanmode, and then, you know what I mean? So you kind of get the idea. So I just kind of want to go over the, let me shrink myself so you guys can read along with me. Sorry, this is one of my rougher tutorials, but I'm really tired. I had to work overtime today, so I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to get you a daily video. So the complete newcomers got a Deadmanmode World 35. It's a game mode only available World 35, separate from the rest of the game. When you log into World 35, you'll start a new profile separate from your normal one. It's basically super high stakes PK server, but really only about half the players actively PK. That's not true. That's not true. They by actively they mean like literally all day, every day. But anyway, yeah. So, like, yes, the reason why I wanted to go over this little document here, because this guy Quan, I used to play with him all the time. Rest in peace. I don't know if he's dead, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. But Tutorial Island, he brought me in a clan, a little skilling clan. It was fun. Tutorial Island, you can skip it, then you go into the game, and you get 12 hours protection. With that 12 hours protection, you can pretty much build like a lot of different alts and have it ready before you can even get PK'd. Or you can do something I do, like during my first 12 hours, I'll just go I'll trade my account a bunch of like fire runes and stuff, and I'll go out to Lava Dragons and just camp that and just try to go for a Visage. But it's like free. It's free money. Like then you just upgrade to like bolts and stuff like that, or firebolt and stuff, and it's just easy money. Or you can whatever, tried it, whatever. So yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily the case anymore. During your first 12 hours, you get 10x, but I know you get like a massive XP boost from like level 1 to 30. I think it's something like 50x all the way up to like level 30 or 40 or something like that. So like your early level stuff is like insanity. So like it's really fast building accounts. But if you do skull up and attack somebody, you lose stats. And you can protect stats. I think you lose XP in all your stats you can't protect. You think you get to protect like 2 combat and then 2 non-combat, but then you lose XP in the rest of them. But you get accelerated 50 times 50 XP rate to get your XP back up to the level you had them before. Plus, right, it's very important. See, this is a good document. Quan built a good document. So you auto-complete quests: Dragon Slayer, Ernest the Chicken, Goblin Diplomacy, Prince Alley Rescue, Restless Ghost, Romeo and Juliet, Animal Magnetism, Grand Tree, Monkey Madness Part 1. Huge. You know what I mean? Monkey Madness 1 is done. And Tree Gnome Village is done. So that helps a lot. Speeds up alt creation, you know what I mean? If you can find good arbitrage. There's a lot of items that you may have a slow sale or whatever, but there's like items on the Deadmanmode that are like ridiculously overpriced that even with the bad swap rate, you can like find arbitrage. Arbitrage meaning a difference in a market of 2 items that are exactly the same. So then like you might, if you can get creative, maybe maybe I'll make a couple. I'll do some investigating and I'll make it like kind of like a series where I just investigate like the market and then what type of alts and how long it would take to get it kind of constructed. I can't just like drop money and make alts and build them like that, but I might be able to do a couple. I might be able to just do some theory crafting and just like calculate the rates and then just like design strategies to create certain alts or something along the lines of that. But yeah, so this is 10 minutes already, so let's just try to speed it up real quick. So bank keys, they get your key. That's when they kill you, they get your bank. Deposit box. Right. So there is a secret bank that they can't PK, so you can store value. You can buy really expensive items, like let's say like Darox, full Darox, and then you can throw that in your safety deposit box, like 4 pieces of it or something like that. Or if you can afford like a super expensive item, like a T-bow, you can put that in your slot. It's like a store of value that you can't get PK'd, but still hold the value. There's a lot of safe zone. If you attack somebody and you walk into a safe zone with a skull on, the guard will pop up out of nowhere and murder you. They'll hit you with a barrage and you're frozen. I'm not sure this stuff is really relevant unless you like PKing. Oh, right. Also, another little fun tidbit. I made a little bit of cash. It was fun for me. Like when I was making the accounts brutal Black Dragon alts, I would just do Wildy Slayer because of mysterious emblems. And then I would exchange them for Bounty Hunter, and then I would get brews and prayer pots with them, and it was like really fast money, even with a bone crossbow at the low levels. Plus, you get looting bags. Ooh, there's a lot of little fun stuff. I'm getting excited to play this, actually. You can get looting bags, and then you can use them anywhere outside of a safe zone. So you could go mine, like, Brew Knight somewhere, and then you'll get an extra 28 slots. Yep. There's a bunch of disabled content. Yeah, so that pretty much covers it. If you want to, like, this is something to kind of explore, maybe experiment a little bit. World 45 is always looking for new players because they want you to build a bank up because they want to kill you. It's exciting for them. But hey, if you can survive, sometime, if that gold comes back up, you might get paid. You know what I mean? So this was just a little discussion on like a potential new avenue for your altscape adventure. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a little bit of a better video, but I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching. See you later. Have a nice day.